All right. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome.
What is this?
This-
Who are we?
I am Gita Jackson from Kotaku, and I
Okay.
am joined by Jorge.
Hello. I'm Jorge. Just
Jorge.
Jorge.
Oh my god, I didn't even know this was over here. Sorry, we are playing Oikospiel, which I got several PR emails about this that described it as a dog opera game, a surrealist dog opera. I have not played any of it besides what we sort of looked at to see where we could begin for the stream. This is just the table of contents page, so
Yeah. Welcome.
welcome, friends. It's going to
uh,
be an experience.
It's a crazy thing, and we were just going through the opening credits right before we came here, and
Even the opening credits are kind of incredible. I love this music also. I think the music is also available on their itch.io page. Weekend editor Ethan Gach, I don't know how to say his last name. I've
But-
only seen it written down. But he's written a little bit about this game as well. So if you Google the game, you'll probably find his article. So make sure you take a look at it because he's played a little bit more than I have. So I'm gonna get us started in the prelude. Excuse me as I walk up here. I love the sort of low poly aesthetic of this game.
it's really, really just it's transfixing.
Yeah,
I can't look away.
it's everything that is a mistake is done on purpose in this way that I find really fun. Click and press 1. All right, let's
Here we go. Buckle in.
Get ready, friends.
Look at this. This is not distortion from our game stream. This is actually a transition.
I got really into this kind of thing when I was in college and I was making video art. I got really into intentionally breaking video files
Really?
just to see how I could guide distortion to do what I wanted. I was really into dropping iframes so that the p-frames would follow the movement of previous pixel movement frames.
You have to teach me how to do that because that sounds super
A
interesting.
lot of my methods have been broken now.
Wow.
I was using AVI Demux, which is a really bad free video editor program. But because
They
when
fixed
you
it.
export files from AVI Demux, they used to not fix dropped iframes. So you could just export them and then put them to FFmpegX and change them back into moves.
God.
But now they fixed that problem in the most recent version of AVI Demux, so now I can't find a video editor that will drop iframes and not put them back in.
Maybe if anybody watching knows of anything, please let us know because I want to learn that. Also, what is happening right now?
Just some dog surgery. It's chill.
What is this? Dog surgeries. Are the dogs operating on the human?
I think the dogs are operating on the human.
This is just a PC game, folks. I'm just looking at your comments right now.
It's available on PC and Mac,
Mac.
on itch.io.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you search for, I just looked for Oikospiel and itch.io, and I found their page. You should definitely check out their itch.io page because they have a slider that tells you how much you should pay for the game according to your annual income and
Yeah,
how
that's
many
right.
members of the household you have.
I think we looked up if you make $1 million a year, I believe you have to pay $14,000 for the game.
If you make my salary, $50K a year, you $10.
Yeah.
$10.
So check it out. It might
Most of
be-
you probably it'll be fun.
Yeah. It's so nice of them to do this.
Yeah, unless there's any millionaires in the well, you can afford it. That's the thing.
Right. You'll
It's
be
like
fine.
You can afford it.
You'll be okay. Also, this distortion, again, part of the game, not part of the stream. It's kind of crazy, and I think Gita is now typing just gibberish.
I'm not typing anything real here.
Yeah,
This is where we got it to, where I was like, okay, I literally have to stream this because it's incredible.
this is crazy. Listen to this Celine Dion track.
It's also just the way that they distort video here is really beautiful to me.
Yeah.
The way that it sort of billows in from this corner. It's like they put water effects over a still image.
My God.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start book 1.
Now, this was made by the same guy who made...
Worked on one of the developers from Proteus, which is a very beautiful sort of meditative, aimless exploration game that I played way back in 2012 or 2013. Let me just read this. The Geospiel Introduction. It is the year 1999, and our game development house, Koch Games, has been hired by the Oakespelen Opera to adapt the novel Tristram Shandy into computer eco-opera for a fee of infinity. We have only just heard of this book and have not yet read it, but we have begun pre-production with A Sentimental Journey, and 2 have entered crunch mode, because none of us know how to code, and there's a lot to learn in only so much time. Tristram Shandy is a wonderful book, if you haven't read it. It is a autobiography of a fictional man named Tristram Shandy who keeps getting distracted by anecdotes from his life. So by the time the book is finished, he has only told the story of his birth.
Wow.
Yeah, it's incredible. There's also a great movie version of it, which is about a film crew trying to make the movie Tristram Shandy and not getting so distracted by the filming process, by the end of the movie, they've only filmed one scene.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's really great.
So we're probably going to encounter a similar thing with the video game, one might assume.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to get past the first scene of Tristram Shandy.
Oh, great.
The opera is set to be released in 101 years on January 1st, 2090. Wow! In commemoration of the Geospiel Jubilee, a magnificent future event which will pay energetic reparations for all of the species of extinctions of the last and next 100 years. The form of a grand opera of debt forgiveness and a 10-year-long festival Universal Infinite Income, which will be enjoyed by all mammals, is meant to be financed with the rents earned by our infinitely downloadable game.
Wow.
Our opera project and the ensuing festival it commemorates is being coordinated and financed by our boss, Donald Koch, who calls himself an Orphic Lib or ANCAP, who says he is inspired by the form of this 1961 book of Stern and its relation to the 1781 steam engine of Watt, a relationship which he says is the most potent there is, which we will understand in due time. He claims he has discovered, by way of this correspondence, an immortality serum he calls Crystal Oikugu, which will allow him to live forever by replacing his blood if he is ever rotted, and which he can take in pill form for gradated longevity if not. And so he will oversee the details of the Geospiel future event in real time. Wow!
Wow.
Wow indeed.
Peter Wong says in the comments, sound logic right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad you agree.
But we workers are mere dogs and won't live well 100 years to survive until the end of the project. So we have been assigned to fossilize all of the things we learned throughout our extensive R&D in the form of eternal objects to pass down our children and grandchildren, who are also promised employment with Koch Games. Mr. Koch says these objects are real, but we're not sure what this means except to deliver a deliverable. So we just take the work one day at a time. IMO, at our best, we zoom in even further and take it in one breath at a time. Excited, many times a minute.
Perfect.
I love this game so much.
It just keeps going.
The employees of Koch Games, myself, I am Pluto, included are all called irrational animal spirits, Koch says, working in conjunction with irrational prefabs of the OIC operating system. This cybernetic combination is intended to organically catalyze a work over the next 70 years, which DK says does justice to combination of organism and mechanism best celebrated by Tristram Shandy, and which will give way to a technological solution to the changing climate, which needs to be rationalized if we are ever to brew Fourier's prized Northern Dew. So, we all have a brainstem plugs, like in Existence, which allows our brain spine nerves to interface directly with the operating system. DK says, it's just like playing house. Your job is to follow the line, get your household in order, stand up tall. This is the secret of speculation. A virile household whose rate of growth is more than the interest rate. Like in Existence.
Oh
That movie owns. If you haven't seen Existence, just stop watching the stream and watch it right now. It's so good.
Don't stop watching the stream.
Ugh, what a drag. But for the purposes of demonstration, we've designed this introduction so that you only have to imagine what it is like to have your spine massaged by the CPU. Keeping your skin intact, you can rebuild as your own toy house, the virtual space using your peripheral nerves and limbs to type on the keyboard and use the mouse like you're already used to doing.
This is Okay, here we go.
Now here in essence, Boss Cox says, what is the story? Well, Lawrence Stern, the author of the Tristram Shandy, drew these graphs of the plot in it, which Box thinks is a good place to begin our narrative studies, because that's where Balzac's Le Pot de Chagrin started. And our game is meant to be a dog with 1001 times more big than that whole comedy. To learn growth, heat, and heat in the wiggle of Shandy. Contrast this wobbling steady state with the priapistic extinction geyser from the first page. You can always restart a level by coding escape. Don't go to the table of contents yet, though. You'll be lost and annoyed.
Thank you.
This is amazing. Mr. Cox says, see Shandy's wiggles resemblance to this cock curve, and then unfold at its point of power, and turn introverted to get to the Triforce, which iterates through the chair into bone frailty. See, this wiggle is a new kind of fractional dimension of experience. A straight line is a job, an infinite line can fit in a finite space, and a wiggly line is a game, and a frail form keeps iterating, and it is the job of dogs to design the algorithm which forgoes all but the second version. Your job is to follow the line. Simple. You're paid a penny of kibble a second.
Wow.
This game was also described to me as a communist game, so
Oh.
we're getting a little bit of that.
Yeah,
Probably.
I would say more than a little bit. If Alana Yeo, what is this game? She says this is Eukaspiel. I think she might mean it like, what is this game?
Oh, it is. It's an experience. I'm enjoying reading all this out loud because it's well written in that intentionally stylistic and obtuse way.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get through some more. We all wondered what this meant, but it seemed clear enough we were supposed to start small, keep it simple for our bones' sake. So we embarked on designing a linear game, a personal story, based on what we've heard DK dividing about our future, and his tragic love between himself as a subduer of all creatures, or as he calls himself DQ, the Knight of the Sad Face, or Orpheus, and his accidental murder by a Union salt, while Eurydice Wolf, originally hired as his personal copyist, who he warns will come one day to try to unionize us, and he claims thus copyrighted animals will not be allowed into the Union, and thus will take away our organic emergent unity. The greatest mistake we could ever make, he says. We will lose our connection to the executive branch. It will be as if all our nerves were severed from our spine. Ouch!
Ouch! Youch! Eurydice, of course, features in another opera. and it's-
Eurydice.
Eurydice.
It is a classic Greek play
That's right.
that my Fancy Pants Performing Arts High School put on. And they went to a fringe festival and did it. It was like really good. It was a weird, fucked up musical.
It's tragic.
It is one of the great Greek tragedies.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what happens in it.
So maybe
Please
Gita
comment.
will remember.
Hopefully.
Because I remember what happens, but I'm not going to tell you.
God damn it.
We're probably about to see something happen.
Well, it says here we go, but that's not like that's not a guarantee that anything's gonna go.
I believe this text, Gita. I believe this text.
So he instructs us in the ways of aesthetic multiplicity to counter Eurydice's striving for workable unity. And he says we will, through the many, an emergent oneness, the original law of economics, which is that for something to cost money is, pataphysically speaking, the same for it is to be free, which is the same for it is to be stolen, or for it to give money. Because all property is theft, the only real capital is the sun, and the earth is in propertied multiplicity, clusters of rent through and through. Well, Ubu, the sheer magnificence of our glorious boss's poetic fight is enough to send our CPUs racing to the stars, and we are salaried with infinity. We cannot wait to begin putting it to practical use while adapting the first 3 pages of Tristram Shandy, which we are scheduled to do 15 years from now, when we have both cultivated our developmental skills and read the book. Until then, this is the beginning of our history, or as Mr. Cox says, our eternity. The story of Orpheus, his eager breath, indeed, his blood is a diamond. You can be sure he intends to extract and make machines from its special coltanic conductivity. Thus our salary. Here we go.
Do we go here?
Yes. No more text. Okay.
Oh my God,
That
see, I
was
believe.
kind of worth it though,
That was great.
because it was so fucking weird.
Thoroughly entertaining. Coke Games. Hello, welcome back. We got cut off.
Now we're a chicken.
Now we're a chicken.
Now we're a chicken.
If you're wondering what the hell is happening, that's great because we are streaming Eukaspiel, which is a game where you will be wondering what is happening.
It was described to me in the press release I got as a communist dog opera, and so far, that's been pretty accurate.
Very accurate. There have been dogs in it. It has been operatic, and there are communist elements. Whoa!
I just got eaten by a fox.
Jesus.
And now I'm the fox? Okay. Yeah, I'm the fox now.
Oh my god. This is great though. I like foxes.
Yeah, I think foxes are really cute. I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, and I love all the foxes. Cool. Met an anime girl.
Oh my god. These sounds.
Union Van Ho Workers UAW authorization card. Incredible.
Oh hey, we're part of the union now.
Yeah. Although, apparently, Cox said this would be a horrible mistake. So, we'll see. I'm trying to unionize the animals, I guess. This camera is finicky on purpose, which I don't love, but I'm dealing with. Because when it breaks, it's like really beautiful. Like it reveals this underground sea that I like love looking at. See if we can get unstuck though.
Yeah, we're pretty stuck, huh?
Yeah. Well, for a variety of reasons, we are stuck.
Partly it's the game.
The game breaking on
assume.
purpose, yeah.
Great.
There you go. Partly is I can't fucking see where I'm going. Another part.
Hello, tarantula.
Oh, it's kissing us though.
Aw. Cute. What is this font? Is this too much?
No, it's lifting the fence up now. So I guess we can go to the outside world.
Where's the fox?
Ah, behind this tree.
Ah. Oh, now we're small.
Yeah, now I can see what's happening.
Oh my god.
We run so fast.
This is so disconcerting to me.
We've already unionized. Looks like we have some kind of snake situation coming up.
What up, snake? Oh, there's two snakes. Whoa, fox. There are 12 hunting dogs ahead.
Let us go. Rest here. Guard the flag. Okay, now I'm two snakes.
Fun.
Yeah, in a weird way, this is beginning to resemble like a Journey to the West or one of those kind of Chinese operas.
Yeah. I would like to see that opera, Journey into the West, because maybe I would understand this a little bit more.
Yeah, opera is incredibly weird. Like, if you didn't know that already, opera is super weird and has never been normal. People like to act like it's an incredibly boring thing, but it's like horny and political and often really dumb and crazy and full of fart jokes and stuff, and suicide and sex.
Wow.
So, yeah, if you have an opportunity, I'm making these dogs fly. It's said to shake off the dogs, though. If you have an opportunity to see modern stagings of operas, classic operas, try it. Just try it out, honestly. That and modern ballet. I was talking to Jorge about how modern ballet is trying to now I'm all these dogs, okay.
Now I'm all these dogs.
Modern ballet and modern opera, they're doing these things where they're like trying to get young people to be into them.
Yeah, and they just are going crazy because they think
There
young
is
people like
a
crazy things.
very famous, well, pretty famous, new staging of Swan Lake that has the stage covered in water that Britney Spears, that a Beyonce ripped off for her VMAs performance with Kendrick Lamar. Actually,
Ah,
it's kind of incredible though. It looks really cool.
it sounds interesting,
Yeah.
but it also kind of sounds. I mean, is it anything like this? Like what we're
Kind
seeing
of,
now?
yeah. Well, it's meant to be a aggressive, assaulting. What opera was just a visual form of storytelling, and while classical ballet and classical opera was evocative to the people that lived then,
Mm-hmm.
you do need to recontextualize it for a modern audience so that
Sure.
they understand that
So that it's just as
you know,
shocking. No?
when a ballet was very shocking, opera was very shocking frequently.
Yeah.
Opera was like a very political act. Even the language you chose to display your opera in, perform your opera in, was a matter. It indicated the audience and also what class of people, economic class of people, was meant to be seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think there's of course some people that want to retain opera and ballet as they were performed as originally, which I think is also, valid, because you want to remember how things were originally seen or staged. But I do admire the efforts of people that are trying to make these things understandable and parsable for people that don't have necessarily like an art history background or
Sure.
something.
Sure.
'Cause, ballet was super nuts. Ballet was really crazy.
Yeah. Well, here's the question now. This game is probably trying to do the same thing with video games. I think it's perhaps trying to arouse us into something or to try to provoke something. Do you think the same thing?
I think this reminds me a lot of sort of what people call new media art,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of a highfalutin term for weird video shit, essentially. It's something
Sure.
that I studied in college a lot of. And this is trying to use the language of quote-unquote new media to express like an artistic purpose. So it's in the trend of something that I've seen quite a bit of,
Mm-hmm.
but I like that it is it's operating within the video game space instead of trying to be like, oh, we're not like other video games. We're not going to let our games stand alongside, other games or at GDC or something like that.
Sure.
I find it really frustrating sometimes when developers are like, games are for babies and games don't do anything interesting except for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is speaking the language of games, and I think it is perhaps more understandable if you are versed in that language than if you are versed in opera.
Yeah. Very cool.
What's up with this bet, though?
Yeah. This is great and intellectual, but what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, tell me what's up, though.
It looks like there's some sort of abuse happening. And this is something that we've seen. It's kind of a video game trope, no? Of like
Yeah.
the flashback, the freeze frame. You sort of
Yeah,
walk
this
around.
is definitely a callback in some way to the operating room we saw on the plane.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because the person... Oh my god, what is this?
It looks like they're being exorcised
Damn.
of some kind of demon.
Medusa'd, perhaps.
There's a dog out on the porch, a little pup
A little tiny dog.
looking at a bird.
And there is
And
an
the-
airplane
There's
up
an-
there somewhere.
Yeah. The birds are moving, but everything else is stationary.
What's up, pup?
Now there's a bear.
Oh, hello, bear. Oh my god. Nice apartment, though.
It is nice.
Or is it a hotel room?
I think this might be the chapter that's the Mont Pelerin Airbnb.
Ah, that's it. Hey, this guy's moving.
Whoa. This is incredible.
Oh, damn. Yo, what up, lion? What up? Oh, don't do it, man.
So yeah, just like before, the birds are able to move freely, but the other animals are like somewhat stationary.
Until they move.
Yeah.
And then?
Well, it looks like there's this thing being symbolized by the dog, right? Like
Right.
the dog keeps sacrificing itself to save others. And you see like the human beings in this are constantly in some kind of emotional distress or emotional pain.
I guess the dog is the innocent here.
Yeah, the dog is the spirit of freedom that isn't like present in the other animals really. The other animals are all aggressors.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Well, Although now we're a moonwalking bear, so
Yeah, we are.
try to find aggression in
Look at
that.
these goats partying, though.
Oh
Check
my
them out.
God.
They're going buck wild.
Goat party. Oh no.
So yeah, there's this moose and the ghost of a deer. The monkey.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I love when the game breaks in a way that's familiar to like people who are familiar with how early 3D graphics were easy to fuck up and glitch through.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for like PS1 style graphics to come back and like become trendy for indie gaming because I'm nostalgic for that. I know a lot of people are nostalgic for pixel art, but I'm nostalgic for like this kind of stuff. Like flat textures standing in for trees and bushes.
Yeah, this just reminded me of games I used to play when I was younger. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, I think that helps like the dreamlike quality of it that I find so engaging.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it does feel like a game that I half remember from playing at midnight because I didn't want to break my brother's PlayStation
Yeah.
and I didn't know how to play or what it was even about.
And in that sense, it's kind of a masterful creation, no? It's evoking those feelings.
Yeah, like it's tapping into something that looks like a fucking Banjo-Kazooie game now.
Uh-huh.
Now it looks like Banjo-Kazooie.
Uh-huh. Or like Lego Island too.
Yeah. I wonder how much of this is free Unity stuff that they've picked up from, you know, like texture stores.
Hmm.
But I sort of love how it's guiding you through a loose narrative by just having you walk through a series of plateaus.
Yeah. The light art here is kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, so trying to get through to here now. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
The lighting effects in this game are also really nice. Like, look at every time they do this stuff with the weird melted glass.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Excuse me. Gotta get around these
Oh,
angry
no.
dogs
Oh.
into this weird portal. Whoa. This is incredibly tight.
This is the shiny colors level. Oh!
Okay, now
Now you're glass.
Now I'm made of glass.
Wow. Didn't see that coming.
I did not. I did not see that coming. You're correct.
Oh, come on. Bears can swim.
But I'm made of glass now. Glass is really heavy.
Oh, that's true.
I think maybe I meant to go
Okay.
over here.
Donkey Coke. Funeral is over and it's time to go home. The paid mourners have left now, so it's time to go home. Orpheus.
Now here's a giant tree.
So our condolences to the Coke family.
In the future, one of you may die.
Yeah,
We're so sorry.
we're sorry.
Now I'm the giant tree. Am I the giant tree? No, I'm still the glass bear. Okay.
Whoa, this is the runway that I want in my dreams.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I found the donkey cock tree. Come on. Give me that key. I really do like this music.
Yeah, and it
It's like
froze
a
there for a bit. It was
Really
great.
gentle. Yeah. Yeah, I love this shit. So there's this comic book writer, Grant Morrison, who's hit or miss, but I sort of appreciate how he's always trying something,
Uh-huh.
especially something weird.
Yes.
And at one point he said something like, I always want to be making the comic I remember reading as a child, where I did not fully understand what was going on.
Oh.
And this reminds me of that.
I like that because this, I mean, honestly, some video games can be, you know,
Some video games hit on nostalgia in a very literal sense,
Yeah.
whether like Hyper Light Drifter is a tribute to Zelda. Like it is. It's 100% the kind of Zelda game that a lot of Zelda fans want if they remember playing Zelda when they were young. This game reminds me of some kind of weird third-party game that I got when I was little, and I don't know if it's real or not, but I feel like it's real. And that's nostalgia in a very different sense, right? Like a nostalgia for something that is way more intangible, and that is, I think, more honest about what nostalgia is. Nostalgia comes from a Latin root, I think, that in part means pain, like the pain of remembering.
Right.
And nostalgia,
I believe you're right.
I think my mom would be so mad. My mom's an English professor.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, she's...
If you're watching,
Shout out to my mom.
Mrs. Cheetah's mom. Hello.
She definitely isn't watching, so she has no idea what video games are.
Yeah. If you are watching, also, why don't you go back to teaching your class? Come on.
Come on, Mom. It's not time for your break yet. It's next week.
Next week.
Anyway, I think I gotta find the new Donkey Kong key. Let's see. Yeah, so it's nostalgia. We try to think of it, I think, in positive terms unilaterally, but it also is...
Can be very negative.
Or vague,
just
or mysterious,
sad, yeah.
or just wistful and sad. This game, I think, makes me wistful for something because I know that the experience I'm describing isn't real, you know?
Well, and can I tell you a little bit about the word nostalgia?
Yeah, tell me everything.
Because I looked up a few things, and it comes from the Greek nostos, which can mean return home, and also the Greek algos, which is pain. And then that became Latin, and then Latin became nostalgia. And if you have nostalgia for the Greek and Latin times, then, I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you're never getting back there, sorry.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Can a bear climb a ladder?
Can a bear climb a ladder? Can a glass bear go up a ladder?
I don't know. I think... Jorge, I may be stuck.
Is this it for us?
I think this might be it for us today.
Okay. I will remark that this looks a lot like Super Mario on the Nintendo 64.
It does. It does kind of look a lot like Super Mario on N64. Whoa.
Wait a minute. Ooh. Got any money? Lol. Oh, we're gummy bears. You still know how to find me. Hee. Oh wait. What is that? I see something shiny. Cook's Overture. Ta-da! Opera means works, pig brain, and there's no money without work, you heed. Yank the union like a weed, red brain, yellow pill. Up, it's your only hope. This is your neighborhood now. Hee 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 hee. Flow, flow, flow. You hurt goat. It's a dog drink, bog world, burr. And even the dead have to fight. Now come see me again when you have that shiny, coltanic ruby cash. Okay.
Yo, on that note...
Yeah, sorry to say, this is it for us today.
This is it for us today.
Any big life takeaways from this game, Cheetah?
To each according to their need, from each according their ability. That's all I gotta say.
Well, at least one of us got something. So the game is Oikospiel. It is on PC and Mac. You can download it on
Itch.io? Yeah.
And hope you guys liked it. Thanks so
Hope
much.
you guys enjoyed. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.